Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm excited to show you a bunch of new Milani products that I found at Walgreens. I have a new foundation and some bronzers and some highlighters that are brand new. I went in, I was strolling through to pick up some medication, and then they had this big display there and I was like, oh, stars went off. And I just kind of slowly floated towards the display, and I found all these things and I had to grab a few things. You know, I found a display full of new bronzers and eyeshadows and all this fun stuff. So I picked it up and I'm trying it for the first time here on camera with you guys. So if you're new here, I hope you enjoy beauty videos and lifestyle videos and you decide to stay and subscribe and ring that notification so you get notified every time I upload a new video. And let's get started. Alright, so my eyebrows are done. I just did a video on eyebrows. So if you're interested in that, I'm going to put the card up here somewhere where you can see how I do my soap brows. So I am going to start with this. It's kind of cool. This one is also new product. It's from number 7. And I know I said Milani, but I wanted to show this one as well. It's from number 7 and it says it's a corrector for dark circles. So I wanted to get started with this. And it looks like so. And it has like these little silver balls on there. And it says it's a corrector for dark circles. I think it has a little bit of peach, so it cancels out any darkness under your eye. It says, for best results, use the massaging tips to apply AM, PM as needed. As the last step in your skincare regimen, remember to turn the pack to off position. Apparently this turns on and off. Again, I'm new at this. Oh, it's got this little like it's got a little off and then a little arrow and then on. And I wanted to put it on before I go in with that new Milani foundation. Oh, so there you go. It comes, I don't know how you would, it looks like it's tinted. I don't know why I would want to put it in the PM before I go to bed as a part of my skincare routine, because it looks like it has tint to it. So wouldn't that not be good for nighttime? I don't know if I'd want to put this at nighttime. It is very cooling. I'll have to update you guys on what my thoughts are, if it really helped dark circle. I'm not to brag, but I'm kind of blessed that I don't struggle a lot with dark circles. I think I've had them, I have more problems that I'm starting to get the bags as I've gotten older. I'm starting to get more bags under my eyes. But other than that, I don't have really a lot of dark circle situation going on. And then I'm going to turn it off because if I leave it on, I know I'm going to make a mess. So yes, it was very cooling. So I think I would rather use this in the morning, especially since it has a little bit of tint to it. So I wanted to mention that. And it comes, like I said, in this very fancy box. So if you guys try it, also let me know what your thoughts are. Alright, so I didn't get a primer. There's no primer. That's okay. I have this, this one's called Glossy. And I came in one of my, what do you call it? I came in one of my BoxyCharm boxes and I really like it. It's kind of like a glassy skin balm, and I like it because it's like nice and cooling. It's kind of like this. Alright, so I'm going to take this, and it's nice and kind of hydrating. Right now what I have noticed, especially during the winter, is that what I need is not so much primer. I mean, primer is nice, but what I really need is hydration. And this one provides, it still has like a little nice tacky base to it. So there we go. Just apply that. And then I'm going to start, you know what, before I go in with my foundation, let's start with the eyes. And I have this one, it's a new one from It's called the Gilded Twilight, and it's hyperpigmented eyeshadow palette. It's got all these. Ooh, well, let me take the plastic off so you guys can see it. Oop. I can do this. I guess it's nice that they do this in the store, but it's annoying when you bring it home. How about a little box so that I could just take this little plastic and flip it off? And besides, does it really protect? Does it really? I mean, people could still stick their finger underneath here, but it is what it is. All right, I just stuck my finger into it. Darn it. Let's see, it's not very, that plastic is not very convenient, or I don't know. I really don't know if it's that safe to begin with. All right, I'm done with my rant. So this is what it looks like right now. Now I've been seeing a lot of cosmetic companies release a lot of purples. You know, Jeffree Star and all those other ones. A lot of indie brands are releasing their purple ones. So I really like this. It's got good vibes and moonlit and finesse, signature, splash of grain, hot date. I don't know. I don't think they really mean anything, but it says it's twinkling metallics and deep purples, smoky grays, undeniably gilded. We shall see. So I already primed this eye. As you can see, it's already creasing. So I'm just gonna do this eye and then we'll go in and do the other eye off camera, so you guys don't have to sit through the whole thing. So I'm using the MAC 252 brush. Just gonna kind of pat out all those little wrinkles. What I used is the Gerard, that I did use the Gerard Cosmetics Eye Base. This is in medium, and it's what's it called? It's called Clean Canvas, and I've really been enjoying it. Totally, it's like $22, but it's definitely worth it, and just a little bit goes a long way. I do want to apply a little bit more. I think I need a little more canceling. This is great for canceling out any redness or any veins that are showing through, and kind of get right in there in that corner and a little bit underneath, so that if we put shadows, we don't have a lot of wrinkling either. I mean, it goes on nice and sticky. All right, so I like the way it dries. This one is, it's really nice. Okay, so now that I applied that, I'm gonna go in, let's see, I'm gonna go in with Late Night Bite. I don't think I'm gonna do anything too dramatic, but you never know with me. I may be bit by a dramatic bug. So I'm just gonna put that right here as a transition shade. I'm really gonna go up kind of high. As I've mentioned 3,021 times before, I have hooded eyes, so I want to go up higher. And if you have a hooded eye as well, you just look it straight into the camera. I know you can see where you should be placing your shadow. What's really helped is the bow job. No, not that. Yikes. The Botox that I put here, the gal that, my esthetician that does it, she does this so that it picks up my eyebrow a little bit, and it helps a little bit with the hooded eye. All right, so I had to turn off the camera to say goodnight to my daughter. So if the angle seems off, it's because I had to turn off my camera and turn it back on. And then it moves the zoom, so I don't know, someday we'll get a new camera. So anyway, I was using the fluffy brush this is an M441 from Morphe, and I just like to put it all over the lid like so. And now once I've done that, then I'll take a little smaller brush And I think I'm going to go into, there's not a lot of intermediate. Let's go with Smoke M. No, you know what? Let's go with No Sleep, which is a purple. Might as well go in with that. And what I'm going to do is just kind of put that right here. And okay, so that's not very, purples are really hard. From what my understanding is, it's really hard to make a purple. So kind of, oh, there we go. Apparently I needed to take the little coating off the top of the pan. Sometimes you need to get it going. And I'm just gonna do like a V, like a so. Whoa, yeah, I guess that ended up being, but it's not a true purple. Once it goes on, it looks a little bit on the grayish side. Yeah. And you know why? Because it's got a little bit of a shimmer to it. See, a little bit of a shimmer to probably create that purple is what I understand, that in order to get it really pigmented, they really need to put a little bit of like shimmer, a little glitter. You can't really tell once you put it on the eye, but they need that. And then I'm going to take that fluffy brush again and go into the what is it, Late Night Bite again, because that is to kind of tone this down a little bit, and go up and to the side. And we're just going to make this really simple, nice and quick. There we go. Ended up being a little bit darker than I want. I just can never tone it down, can I? Oh my goodness. Well, you can always tone it down by using the starter. So that's not too bad. And then I'm gonna go into Signature, which is a really nice light beige. It's like the lightest from the palette, and go all the way almost to the top of my eyebrow. There we go. So kind of mix both. It's a little bit, not too bad. A little bit patchy, but it's all right. I'm gonna take another 242 brush, which is a little bit newer because I love these things. And I'm gonna use, this one is not new, it's the Make It Dewy from Milani setting spray. And I need to wet my brush to go into these sparkly ones. So let me go into Hot Date. Hot Date. All right. Let's see how this works. All right. So that's what that looks like. I'm going to use my finger and go into this one called Leo, which is a really dark sparkly one, and just put it right here. Ooh, it is dark, but I like that it gives it some dimension. And then Bedazzled, that's a little bit of Bedazzled in between these two shades, kind of transition one to the other. I kind of ended up liking more using my finger, I think, than the brush. And there we go. And then what I'm going to do is, they have an eye topper, and this one is called Lustrous Lights. Get it open, and it looks like so. Don't mind all my swatches on my hand. Let's see what this looks like. Ooh, all right, that is nice on the hand. So let's put it on the eye. Oh wow, okay, came out to play, Milani. Whoa. And they had other colors too. So that is pretty. That's a pretty nice topper. Did you guys see that? It's so pretty. Wow. Game changer. Alright, so then what I'm going to do is take the little brush again, and I'm going to go back into, this I'm going to go into Good Vibes, which is kind of more of a purpley grayish, since I kind of changed the tone. It's okay to kind of go in and play around. It's makeup. If you don't like it, you could just always wash it off. But don't be afraid to try new colors and new combinations. Who says that at 40 we can't wear color? But even then, these are nice muted tones. They're not big bright colors, so I think they're really pretty. Very pretty. It was a little bit hard to blend out that purple, but that's to be expected because purples are difficult. All right. Okay, I'm gonna go in and do the other eye and I'll be right back. All right, so I am done with the other eye. I went ahead and put some eyeliner. I didn't get an eyeliner. There wasn't an eyeliner from Milani, so I just used my Wet n Wild, and I did a little bit of a wing. So now let's clean up this. It does have fallout, so it's nice that I did the eyes first. It's always nice to do the eyes first before you do the rest of your face, because that way you can just clean this up like so, and just make that nice, you know, cut. You don't need tape. There we go. So now let's do the rest of our face. So for foundation, they have this new one called cream to powder foundation. It's I got the color, there wasn't very many, I got light beige. There wasn't very many color choices unless there's more online. As I'm doing this video, I'm going to research and I'll put it in here if there's more than one color. So it comes with, like I said, this, and then it has like a little sponge. So I've never really applied a cream compact. So let's see if it works. I'm going to use this little sponge and see what kind of coverage we get. Okay, so it looks like the color's okay. I don't know. I'm gonna try the Blendiful Tati Beauty. Mine is kind of, mine is kind of, I don't know, it's getting a little frayed. I don't know if I've been gentle washing it, or maybe I haven't used the right soap, but this one is one side. I'm going to use the other side, which is a little bit cleaner. I do wash it after about okay, there we go. After about 2 applications of powders and foundations. I did get another one, but I used it in a makeover that I did for a friend. So kind of pat this in, I think. And don't forget the neck. Let's not forget the neck. Kind of spot wherever you want more coverage. So it's just a very natural coverage. I don't know if I like it. Don't know. Not quite that thrilled with it. Alright. So let's go in and put, I don't want to move it anymore. Let's go in and put some concealer on. So we're going to stick with the Milani line, because usually the products work better together, the same brand. And this is the Conceal and Perfect. This is not new. Just going to put that here and here, a little bit here, you know, and see if it covers up, because I didn't really get a lighter color. So this is really just let's see, on here, as you can see, it's kind of it's the same tone of the foundation. I need to get a lighter color, but I'm just gonna blend that in. So I applied it in the spots where I felt I needed more coverage, and that really helped seal the deal. So now it does look really, I think I like it. I like it now a lot better now that I put the same color concealer and I concealed over the little spots that I had still showing, because I thought that maybe it looked a little blotchy, but no, it actually looks really nice. So now I'm gonna go in and put a little bit of powder, and since I just used the same color pretty much concealer, which is nice because it just evens it out, but I do need a little bit of brightening, so I'm gonna use the CoverGirl, and this one is the Advanced Radiance powder to give myself a little bit of what's it called? A little bit of brightness under the eye. We all need some brightness. So just gonna take that here, just like this, and set. That will also help us set the under the eye. And there we go. So that helped. And then I'm going to take, I did get a Milani bronzer, and this one is Silky Matte, and this is suntan, what did it say? Oh yeah, it's Silky Matte, and the color is number 3 suntan. So this is kind of what it looks like, and I could see already that the foundation is starting to look more like powder. I literally all I powdered was under my eyes to brighten it up, but the rest of my face, it looks like a powder foundation. Technology today. All right, so let's get my bronzing. I'm gonna use a bronzing brush by, ooh, that was powdery, by Morphe. It smells like butter bronzer from Physicians Formula. What? Come on, Milani, you don't have to steal. It's a nice bronzer. Very pigmented. But it smells like the butter bronzer from Milani. From Physicians Formula. Interesting. That is the bronzer, which I like. I do like it though. It's a very nice bronzer. Oh, I need a little more here, according to the camera. Oh, and of course the neck. You can't forget the neck. I'm going to use the Fit Me powder, loose finishing powder from Maybelline, to stay with the whole drugstore theme. I'm going to use this little puff from Laura Mercier though. And just kind of clean this up, because I think I went a little too low. And this is always magical, because it can help you kind of erase if you went too crazy, or really carve out those cheeks. See? Magic! Just let that sit there for a little bit. And then for blush, I didn't get a blush. They didn't have a blush. I did look for one, but they did not have a blush. So for blush, we're going in with the Color Icon from Wet n Wild. And I'm gonna take my Morphe little angled brush here that I love, and just kind of trap that on my cheeks all the way up to my temples. One thing I learned is that they say a lot to, you know, smile so that you can put it on the apples of your cheeks, but no, especially as we mature, you don't want to do that because maybe in a younger skin. But for us, if we go like this and we put it here, we go down, and our blush is going to end up down here. We don't want to do that. We want to just go up here, kind of give us some color and call it good. Now I am going to use the Milani spray. Ooh, I'm going to use the Milani Setting Make It Dewy spray and spray the face. Get those powders to really set and melt. And of course, use my trusty fan. And it's definitely a little bit more for dry skin. So now we're done with that. Let's try this new highlighter. Oh, and this is what it looks like. And let me open it. I'm excited because I love highlighters. And there you go. Ooh. And let's see. Looks like little crushed diamonds. Oh, let's see. Let's see if we can demo it. Ooh. There we go. See, they had different colors. So, there we go. So what I'm going to do is take just a little Morphe brush and get that right here. Nice. Yeah. Very nice. It's kind of like a pink. They had kind of like a purple, or they had different colors. They had like a blue, and I'm like, no, that's a little too crazy for me. I like a little bit of highlighter, but not so crazy. I just like to make sure I look healthy. So that is all for the face. All right, and then I'm going to take some of that purple, which is No Sleep, and put it right here. All right, so, and then I'm going to grab Good Vibes, which is a light purple, and then I'm going to take a pencil brush, like this one, and go into Moonlit, which is kind of like a, kind of more like a silvery color, and put that right here. Ooh, that's pretty. And for my bottom lid, I think I'm going to go in with a nude because I liked it. I usually like this to open my eyes. And this one is a Kiko Milano nude pencil. Get rid of any redness under the eye, and grab a little bit of my Roller Benefit lash for my lower lashes. Like that. That's pretty. I love that one. And then I did get a liquid lip, and this one is Matte Satin, and it's the color number 2. It is very matte, but I like it. It looks pretty. I like that tone. And then I got this. It's called Ally. I think this is a collaboration with somebody, Ally Love, because it's got like a signature. Maybe I didn't pay attention. I'm too excited to show it to you guys. But I'll put it up here if it's a collaboration with somebody. And there you go. That is the finished look. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of the products? Would you buy them? I think the shadows are pretty. They're a little bit on the powdery side, but for the price, they're drugstore price. I think they're really pretty. The foundation, I have to test it out more. This is my first impression, but once I covered it up with the concealer, spot concealed, it actually looks really nice. It definitely doesn't, I don't think it dries out my face too much. I have dry skin, but the topper is really, really nice. I think I'm gonna see if I could get other colors, because I think there were other colors of this one. The bronzer, very nice. I like the bronzer. I think I'm gonna be using it often. The lights, what's this one? Ludicrous light is pretty, but it can be, it's a little bit, it's not as fine as other, other highlighters. It feels a little bit on the grainy side, but it's still, you know, it does give a very nice subtle pinky glow to it. So I like that. Yeah, and that's all that I have. Oh, the lip color. The lip color. I am going to use the lip color. I love the lip color and I love the gloss. So that is definitely a favorite. I see if I can grab other colors. So those are my thoughts on these new Milani products. Let me know if you're going to pick any of them up. And thank you so much for watching. And as always, it helps my channel a lot if you give this video a thumbs up. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.